Lady? You call me lady? What kind of game is this, Superman? You come home after all these years and pretend you don't know me? How could you?
Great, Krypton, what are you babbling about?
Pay your child support, Superman. Oh, what glories does the Silver Age have in store for us today? I'm Sasha, and this is Casually Comics, and once more we're diving behind the cover. We're going to take a look at whether some of these outlandish covers have stories that can live up to the amazing cover bait on their exterior. This cover was the winner of a poll against 3 others. I must say, I'm a bit surprised that Beast's son didn't win, but I guess people really want to know about Superman's potential to maybe be a deadbeat dad. This cover belongs to Superman 218 from the year 1969, so at the waning of the Silver Age. And this story is one of those transitory ones. It still has plenty of Silver Age hijinks, but it also has some of the emotionally driving hallmarks that will become a staple of the Bronze Age. Just some of the reactions people have to this outlandish situation are a bit more grounded than you'd expect. The story is by Leo Dorfman with art by Curt Swan. The inks are by Jack Abel. The cover is amusing, a truly stunned looking Superman staring in horror at a tiny toddler version of himself who's staring at a picture of him on the wall. All this while a well-dressed redhead brandishes a mayor's license in front of him. How can you deny I'm your wife, Superman? You signed our marriage certificate and there's your super son. Why did you leave us? Maybe he left because he hates that lamp. Home decor to go. She can't live there in those conditions. Superman's secret past. The teaser page gives us a nightmare fuel version of the super son pulling a train off the tracks. Woo, I like choo-choo train.
Carl, put that down.
I can't hear Carl without thinking about Carl. Are you surprised to see Superman with the Son of Steel? If so, you have plenty of company, including the Man of Might himself. He has run up against solid, substantial evidence of a wife and child he insists he can't remember. Don't they all? Somebody call Maury. What's the answer to the mystery of Superman's secret past? We truly open on some kids eagerly awaiting the end of the day in their Superman costumes, because this town, Lake City, is having a Superman celebration day. Some of these kids' faces, 10 going on 45. Some of the non-locals are baffled by the Superman mania, but thankfully Lois is there reporting, so she can answer their questions and also explain it to the audience by proxy. I'm Lois Lane, reporter for the Metropolis Daily Planet. These folks are honoring Superman because he saved the town from a disastrous flood 5 years ago to the day. Superman shows up to celebrate, and look at how those children are lined up like a little youth army. But before he can give a speech, Superman spots trouble and has to fly off. Lois is curious and hoping for a scoop better than the Superman Celebratory Day Festival, and so she follows him.
I thought I was seeing things, but it's true. A tot playing with a fistful of diamonds as if they were marbles. Where'd he get them? Superman's convinced that this tot, as they call him, robbed the jewelry store. You can't arrest a mere tot. Just watch me, Lois.
But actually they ask him where his mom lives, and he leads them back to her house and is also still carrying all the diamonds. Diamonds are also a toddler's best friend, apparently. To Superman's shocked surprise.
What?
But Carl, dear, Mommy warned you not to take those jewels outside where the neighbors could see them. He didn't steal the diamonds, Superman. He made them himself. The woman says that Superman taught the boy how to make the diamonds because he is his son.
Is this a gag, lady? I never saw that boy before in my life.
Lady? You call me lady? What kind of game is this, Superman? You come home after all these years and pretend you don't know me? How could you?
Great, Krypton, what are you babbling about?
You phony! I'm Larissa Lennox, the girl you fell in love with and married when you visited here 5 years ago. Superman is having none of this. When she provides a signed marriage certificate, he says it could be a forgery. When she shows her inscribed wedding band, the look of disdain on his face. To the loveliest LL in the world, Superman.
Not bad, but any jeweler could have faked that inscription.
I love that the ring is also still kind of generic. Like, you can see him handing them out to several girls. Just, here you go, LL. Please, Mommy, don't cry. This is getting dark, but Larissa has a secret weapon, a honeymoon photo album. So she shows him the photos, and they are places he recalls, but not of going there with her. Face it, Superman, pictures don't lie. Lois, you are a reporter. You know that is not true. You can warp the context around the photo with words or based on how you present it. You can stage a photo, fake a photo. Pictures don't lie. One of these pictures stands out amongst the pack. It's of Mr. Mxyzptlk attacking them in the Himalayas with giant snowballs. Larissa says she remembers how Superman got to say his name backwards and he left, vanished. This prompts Lois to put forward the theory that Mixie erased Superman's memory for reasons. For the lulz, Larissa is still in tears, saying that he can deny their marriage all that he wants, but he can't deny their son. She even claims that he made the costume for him, showing that the costume is impenetrable. Carl tells his mom not to cry once more and that he'll prove to Superman that he's his son. So he just flies around the room, and seeing this, that's enough for Superman. Wow, kid can fly. It's not like many other people can't also do that, but this must be my son.
I'm convinced, but how could I have forgotten about you and my son? Why didn't you contact me? You asked me to keep our marriage a secret, darling. You were afraid your enemies might harm me. Superman suddenly dashes off and Lois asks him if he's abandoning his family again, which amuses me greatly. She's taking this very well for Silver Age Lois. She's just kind of like, you win some, you lose some. Larissa says she has work to do, so can Carl hang out with Auntie Lois? I guess Lois is really understanding and also doesn't have any work of her own to do. I mean, that Superman celebration was hardly going to be a stellar piece, but Superman abandons family. Now there's something worth, but who are we kidding? Perry wouldn't print that. Superman shows up to surprise them with a box of kryptonite. I'm testing Carl with kryptonite. If he's really my son, its rays will be poisonous to him. Part 2, the Super Son's super fun. 10 out of 10, wood pun again. Larissa is horrified to expose their son to kryptonite, but he says he had to be sure and that Carl is even more susceptible than he is, so he must be his son. But it's okay, Daddy will make up for this terrifying behavior with presents. Daddy will make up for everything now, son. Look, that pile of gifts is for you. What parenting? He doesn't even know what Carl likes. He probably just ran to a store and was like, where are the hot toys, stat? Give them to Superman. Larissa is not impressed by this at all and says that he's gonna spoil him. He can't just dump all these gifts on him. But Superman overrides her and says that he's his son, his first son, and he's entitled to do this. Wow, this marriage is gonna work out great. He starts off by giving Carl a train set, which he rejects and says that he wants to go find a big choo-choo, so he flies off to find a real train. He takes it to the celebration. A bunch of kids get on, assuming the stunt is part of the festivities. Oh, that little idiot let go of the train. It's sure to plunge over the broken trestle unless I... Superman stops the train, but in the meantime Carl is flown off to town. This to build a giant house using construction beams. Superman fixes it, but now decides that he needs to teach his son how to use his powers properly. And before he can do that, to the Fortress of Solitude for an oath. They all go, they bring everyone. Lois too, just cause. And this is the sacred oath every Kryptonian child must take, never to forget our home planet which was destroyed. Repeat after me. Our planet blew up. F's in the chat for Krypton. So say we all. So Superman reads it to him and has him repeat it, and of course it's Mixie's name backwards. Yes, Carl was Mixie the whole time. Just doing this to mess with Superman. Larissa wasn't a real person, but a construct designed to believe that she was. How I wish I were really your wife, Superman. Goodbye. Poor thing. I know just how she feels. Yes, Lois, that's what to take from this. Not the sheer horror of this poor artificial woman's existence. Superman says he figured out something was off early on when he examined the diamonds that his super son allegedly crushed. For when he makes diamonds with his bare hands, they're rough and uncut, but these ones that were made were polished like they already came from a jeweler's. Also, the child was faking the reaction to kryptonite. He didn't actually start to die, but it wasn't until he saw the hijinks the child was pulling that he zeroed in on Mixie. So the photo in the honeymoon album wasn't enough of a clue? Oh, here we are at the Flower Palace, and here's Mr. Mitchell-Pitlick harassing us. What good times. Why would that be in the photo album? What a relief to find out I'm not married. Superman be like, I have no son. The end. So I have to know, it's haunting me. What was Mixie's long-term plan here? How long was he gonna keep this game going? Was he gonna age all the way up to the teen years? Live an entire life? This is some commitment. I can't see him not getting bored by it. Just the emotional crushing that would have happened if Superman had bought it. This is some Aku creates a female form to seduce Jack level nonsense. Poor Larissa, a woman created to believe she had been abandoned by Superman and had to raise his son in secret. This is an interesting one. It manages to work the cover in a unique way, but also one that's not super convoluted like what happened with the Hal Jordan is a robot issue. Now the build up to Mixie is pretty standard, but it's a bit more of an out there scheme for the fifth dimensional imp. There is some amusement to be had in just how not here for it Superman is for this wife and child. Calling the kid an idiot, that panel makes me laugh every time, even though by that point he knew he was phony, but it's still funny. I love that he even dismisses the inscription that highlights his double L fetish. Just like, ugh, everybody knows about that. Why do you think Lex goes by Lex even though his name is Alexander? It's not the finest story out there, but it's not the worst. Middle of the road. As for living up to the cover, well, you do get what happens on it. Delivers what it promises, so there's that. And that was the tale of Superman's secret son. What'd you think? Was it what you expected? Did it amuse you? Bore you? Meh you? Were you ready for the reveal? Share all your thoughts down below, as well as some outlandish covers you'd like to see. We can vote on them. It's fun. Thanks so much for taking some of our day spent discussing comics with me. I always appreciate it. And please do all the YouTube things. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and there'll be more videos coming again soon. Bye-bye.